So let's do 3 exercises for healthy hips. Okay, so the first one we will do is to mobilize the hips here. Okay, you can hold something for support and put your legs up to somewhere that you can easily stand. So something lower or higher is up to your preference, as long as you can stand upright. And I would not advise you to do the exercise when seated down on the ground. Okay, so this will be an ideal position. Have the legs, pelvis is facing square, so facing in front. That leg facing in front if you can. If you feel tightness in the knee, all that, you can always turn out. So for me, I would face front. This leg, you can do 45 degrees in front and stand upright. Immediately, I will feel the inner thigh is having a little bit of a stretch there. And then I would turn this as though you are wringing a towel here, right at this hip. If you're feeling more flexible, you can open up, but take note of the position. Pelvis is still facing in front. These 2 bony landmarks here. That leg, when open up, you must be able to stand up tall. Yeah, this is really to teach you how to stand up tall, sit tall, walk upright. Okay, then you turn. Okay, 10 times, and then we are going to do the other side. So let's see the back view for the other side. Standing leg facing in front, pelvis square, standing upright, holding something for support, opening the leg, and then we'll twist. Immediately when standing upright, feeling up the sitting bones lifting up, you will feel the inner thigh stretching here, wringing this. Okay, after 10 times, option to turn and face forward. Make sure when you face forward, if you're not able to straighten the leg, then you can semi-bend because this will be stretching. It will be quite tight. Turn. I will go inside a little bit so that I can stand upright. Make sure the stretch is all the way to the hip, not the lower back. So I would try and posterior tilt to tuck in a little bit to get that stretch there. Facing that way and turn again. And turn. So up to 10 times. I'm going to show you on the other leg again too. Try to get the tilt more towards the hip. So after you release the hip flexor to the legs there, a bit of your quads, you will feel the lower back feeling more free. So I like to do my stretches more like a mobility way. So you go in and out the position to mobilize instead of stretching. So that helps to give blood supply to the muscles and nerves. It's really good for the joints. Okay, so for this particular exercise, it's a dead bug, modified dead bug with a band between our legs because we want to emphasize on working a little bit on the hip flexor, that connection to the abdominals. So the first thing, you need to find your neutral pelvis position. So you're going to posterior tilt, which is to curl back, let the back flatten onto the mat, and to curl towards the legs and let them have a space between the back and the bed. Okay, just going to mobilize the pelvis. Okay, posterior tilt, anterior tilt. When you're doing the tilting, just don't use the muscles on the legs or the back. It's a very relaxing movement. Okay, then we're going to find our neutral position, which is towards the feet a little bit. And feeling when you're tilting towards the feet, which is anterior tilt, you're feeling a little bit of that feeling here, nothing on the back. Relax and keep the ribs down. A lot of us tend to flare the ribs. Okay, now what you can do is to place one hand on the lower part of your tummy and one hand on the ribs to ensure that this area is stable when we come up into that 90 degrees position. So you will maintain the stability there. You will work a little bit of the hip flexor. Try not to get the quads. Get a little bit near here. can add in that inhalation and that exhalation there as the leg comes up. Okay, that's really good after you have warmed up with 10 times. So one side each will be once. Then let's go and straighten the legs. So this will be a longer lever length, it will be tougher. So we'll go on to do our pelvic tilts again. Okay, once we have that neutral position, tilting down a little bit, having that space, slight space between the back and the mat. Get the ribs down. Okay, placing the hands there for feedback. And really stabilize this. So as this leg comes up, we have the tendency to let that pelvis roll over to the left. You have to engage more on the right, place more weight on the right side. So engage that, maintain that stability as that leg comes up. So similarly for the other side, I'm going to put more pressure on the left as the right leg comes up. Get the ribs down, pelvis the other way. So this is done in a neutral spine position, meaning there's a little bit of space between the back and the bed. Like the position where you will normally stand, you always have a little bit of that arch. We call them lordosis. Okay, not feeling the quads, but feeling a little bit of that hip flexor here. Okay, after 10 times, you're done. So for this particular exercise, we are going to learn how to sit on the sitting bones, sit upright, engaging our core. At the same time, we're going to roll down and have the segmental articulation and come up, so engaging our core as well. So it's a whole body kind of integration exercise. So we will start seated in this position. You can either straighten your legs, sit on the sitting bones upright, or you can, if you're feeling tight on the hips here, you can sit in a diamond shape as such, having the hands in front. We're going to keep the lower back upright, engaging our core. We're just going to curl the upper body to around the lower ribs there. Okay, then we'll sit upright, straighten those legs, and then we're going to go segmentally down, keeping the legs pointing forward, keeping them on the ground. Going to adjust this back, having our hands overhead, keeping the ribs down. We will circle the hands, reach the hands forward to help you to come up, sit upright, feeling tight on here, can diamond shape that legs. Sit upright, learn how to stack the spine, sitting on the bony part of the sitting bones. We're going to curl from the top, that upper back, thoracic spine curling forward, looking down the ground, feeling here working as this is upright. Now we're going to stack our spine straight up again, straighten those legs. You can widen the legs a little bit like mine, just widen the hips, then keep pointing the legs away, keep the legs down, curl, curl, curl. Segmentally down, reaching the hands overhead. Feel the stretch of the whole body, but keeping the ribs down. It's nice to lengthen the whole body. Circle the hands, curl up segmentally. Try not to use the muscles there, but the abdominals sit upright. Feeling the hips should be more mobile now. So you can, if you're feeling comfortable, you can straighten those legs and curl. Reaching forward, feeling the abdominals working, feeling the leg there, just cupping the upper part. Now, as we exhale, we're going to sit upright again, reaching the legs forwards, keeping them down as you curl back again. Do this exercise for 10 times. Reach the hands forwards to help you to come up. It's really good to loosen up the spine. And each time I come up, I feel the body and the spine growing taller and taller. Really good to work on this so that can help you to sit longer on that chair, office chair of yours. Curl, curl, curl. Keep the legs still grounded on the floor. And curl back up. Sit up right there. bend forward. Feel that spine stretch and come back up. Nice.